Hey, guess who it is? It's your girl, Cree21 Boom, back with an explosive episode 3 of Relationship Roundtable Talk. I have my guests here. I'm going to let them introduce themselves. If you're part of what I have going on, you know I focus on trying to build healthy relationships, regardless if it's a sister, a brother, a friend, a mother, a son. We strive that you can be your best self so that your relationships around you can be better as well. So I'll let my first guest introduce herself, and then we'll just go around the room like that. And thank you guys for joining me today.
No problem. So I am Ty, Chicago born, Texas bound.
Okay, I'm Terrence, aka Detroit. I'm born in Detroit, obviously, but I reside here in Texas.
Miguel, I'm from South Carolina. Obviously, I'm here in Texas.
All right, and thank y'all for joining me live, all my subscribers and all my people who care to see what we have going on. Today we are going to dive into relationships. I did a little questionnaire thing here, put some topics in here that we can discuss, and we're going to jump right in because, hey, y'all know it's Taco Tuesday, and the margaritas are only $3.
Hey, can you turn the AC up, though, before we get on these hot topics?
Somebody hot.
We did all this right before he came.
Yeah.
Check the temperature.
For real?
But this is my good friend Detroit. Y'all know I interviewed him the other day.
Yeah.
You know, he's like that needle that gives it dig a little deeper. So maybe y'all should switch seats. That way he
But
can be
probably
in
like
front
the
of
fan.
I like it.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe you should just.
Well, you can always take a small
But we are live.
Go, do that for him so he'll feel
We
better.
are absolutely live, and we're supposed to be getting this show started. Now, before the show started, I kind of was like just making sure everybody was comfortable.
I got here late. That's what she's trying to say.
So I'm gonna start the first one on the end, and when we take a break, then I'll go do that. So my first one is, what do you think would happen if women stop having sex with men? And y'all out there that's listening, y'all can join in and chime in and ask questions and answer questions as well. What do y'all think would happen if women stop having sex with men? Who want to tackle that one first?
Man.
Let's ask a man.
Let me start. So, and I'm not trying to be funny. I'm being absolutely serious, even though I smile because I smile a lot. But check it. One of the things that I'm for sure would happen is we would stop having these kids without, fathers and kids without mothers running around here for sure. But most importantly, I think that men would be more productive. I think that men would focus more on more production and increasing their lifestyles if women stop having sex with them. And I mean, of course, there'd be a lot more masturbating going on. I can tell you for sure, I ain't switching sides. You know what I'm saying? But it'll be a lot of attitudes and arguments. But seriously, I think the thing that definitely will happen, I think that more productivity will happen with men. Because women can sometimes change your views on life and also, become a big distractor in your life. I've had it several 8, 9, 10 times, and it's taken a long time for me to understand what I'm going through and what I'm seeing and get a little bit dick control. Can I say dick control?
Hey, we're open and free.
Yeah, it took me a long time. Now, I mean, I ain't got that much, but I got enough to where I can be productive. So,
I like to say this. Usually I say my point before everybody else go, but I didn't get a chance to do it because I was listening.
Hey.
I think that rape would increase if women stop having sex with men. As sadly as that sound, I think more rapes would increase because if you think about the statistics on kids being touched, 1 out of 2 girls being molested. So that's a serious thing to think about. But I still preach and will always preach. Until you get what you want, ladies, keep your legs closed. And I yield the floor to which one of y'all want to speak on the question at hand is, what do you think will happen if women stop having sex with men? And I'm going to turn this air up for friend.
Okay. Well, let's see here. Well,
She had to dig deep.
ooh, there would
Get it out, sister.
there would definitely be a lot of cheating going on.
What you talking?
Sleeping with some of everybody and everything. I hate to say it, but it's true.
I think she's talking about women as a whole, like the whole.
Oh,
gender.
all the women?
I think she's talking about all women.
Well, hell, it's just gonna be all screwed up. Men cannot go without sex. It is scientifically proven that men can't go without sex. They have no dick control at all.
Oh, I got dick control.
They gotta have it. Why you think there's so much cheating going on in the world? They have no control over their bodies. If they did, there'd be more happy marriages, happy homes. They get into an argument, life will be great because all he has to do is go relax, have a drink, maybe a smoke, depending on what his thing is, and come back home when she didn't calm down.
Yeah.
But it's always a choice. Mm-hmm. So I truly think and believe that men would be lost without women. Wow. Well, unless they're gonna play for the other team.
Well, what you gonna do? I mean, I'm just saying, it's a two-way street. Because if you ain't giving sex to the men, then men ain't giving sex to you.
Well, the thing about that is women have more control than men do.
Some women.
Come on, we're gonna be honest. I can just jump in the shower in the bathtub and I'm relieved without any pain and grief.
Man, listen.
Okay, I'm just being honest.
You ever heard of post-nut clarity?
I have. I do that all the time. Most
men, if they jack off before they even think about a woman, they good. And then they can make some better decisions in life. Mm-hmm. But most men ain't gonna do that because most men already know what they want to do when they come outside. They're like, okay, I might want to go see such and such a day and see what she on. And what she on meaning, see if she gonna give me something tonight, right? But wasn't no post-nut clarity there. Because if it was, you really don't give a damn if she did or not because you already got yours. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying, me, myself, I done made some bad decisions because behind not having post-nut clarity.
So you don't make bad decisions even though you...
Hell no. After I nut, I start making some of the best decisions of my life.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
What would the guy
millionaire ideation?
That's crazy.
Miguel?
Oh, not to the question at hand. You invited me for a reason. I'm a realist in this life. It will never happen. As a human race, we ain't gonna stop fucking each other. The fuck? That's no. So it's a mute point to me. So I ain't got nothing for it.
You know what that mean, women? Click, click.
That's what I'm talking about, partner.
So I'm gonna say this to say this.
We need them.
He just said that, right? It's never gonna happen, and I'm a firm believer that it's never gonna happen. However, women, I want y'all to know that it is power in the pussy.
And men, I want you to know that the dick got power too. Trust me. We know.
That's another topic. Which one got more power? Because I see more men out here taking.
What? Taking? What do you mean taking?
That's social engineering, man.
You talking about taking as in...
That's social engineering, man.
As in, if you're not giving it to them, they're going to take it.
Oh, you talking about rape?
No. I feel like...
Oh, you talking about rape.
I feel like we give women pussy more power because for the longest, we've been breadwinners. So, like, I'm single. I ain't got to worry about nobody coming up in my house fucking with me doing nothing unless I want them to. And then if I ain't got nobody to fuck with, guess what? I got some money. I got some money in my pockets.
Ladies, do y'all hear this?
It ain't how they say it ain't tricking if you got it. But I ain't got a trick because I can do what I can do. But I'm just saying, I feel like a lot more men than instead of dealing, be like, hey, I can get this baddie who's selling it. She bad as hell though too, but she's selling it.
Hey.
So. But
that's been the longest running job in the world, prostitution.
My God.
And as long as you have men that think like that, they'll just pay for it. Yes. And as long as you have women, that need a few dollars here and there, and is willing to give it up for that, then it's going to be prostitution. I
had some headaches in my life.
But I can tell y'all this: it's a lot of women who have standards. And they're not going to have sex with you unless they actually want to. It ain't got to be. It ain't about what you do for me or what I can get out of you. Some women love to have sex as well. Kiki said, what will happen is we get more powerful.
Who said that?
Kiki.
Tell Kiki. Never mind.
I agree with you, friend.
I don't
OG
agree with
Dre says he ain't lying.
You feel me? Cause think about the headaches that the men have went through with women. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I got a headache that I got and shit.
Talk about it, friend.
My daughter's 6. You know, everything gonna go past 18. But you can minimize a lot of the interaction once they become grown. You feel me? That's the same thing I did with my adult kids. I minimized the interaction with the moms, you know what I'm saying? Once they became grown. Because of the headaches and the BS. A lot of times women use their kids against you. You know what I'm saying? They use their kid. Now you say it's power
their
in the
kids.
Yeah.
Y'all kid?
You can say what.
No, I'm trying to understand. No, but I swear to God, obviously I know what
exactly.
you mean.
So she
but words have
saying.
meaning. Words have meaning.
Well, oh.
So because you're saying that, that's how women look at it. If you say your kid, that's how I'm gonna look at it. I like to think that.
So the reason I said their kids is because that's what they think when they.
But you can't say that's what women think. You can only say what.
I can absolutely say that because I just said
experience.
No, ma'am. I can give my opinion, and then you can give yours.
Your experience.
No, ma'am.
No,
see,
it's not your experience.
What it is you're trying to control how I talk and what I say.
No.
And it's not. So
I'm not trying to control it.
All right, so look, let me talk, and then you talk.
Well, let me say this. Oh. Yes. My podcast. Let me say this. When you start talking about, listen, friend, listen. When you start talking about a child, and then you say women use the child, that has not been everybody's experience. So that's why I keep saying your experience. That's why I'm saying it, because that wasn't my experience. My kid's dad could come get them whenever. We never had bad vibes. So when I say that, I really mean your experience, because everybody's experience is not the same, right?
All right, so look.
Go ahead.
If we gonna respect each other's voice, then please respect my voice when I'm speaking. And don't interrupt me.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I can work on that.
And then, you know, when you take the floor, I won't interrupt you.
Friend.
That'll be great. So, like I was saying, they try to use their kids against you. Meaning, this is mine. They use the child as property. You know what I'm saying? And when it comes down to that, it's a headache, where opposed to where Miguel was saying he could just pay, play, and get the hell on. You don't got to deal with the headache that comes with that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying.
Okay. Shanika said y'all cause a lot of the headaches too.
And that's true, depending on the man and your experience.
Facts.
Absolutely.
Facts, I agree.
Justin Johnson said your opinion. Mocha said fucking lies.
Okay, let me piggyback off a little bit about what he said about paying for the women, the prostitutes. Okay, and I'm just gonna say prostitutes because there's 2 different types. You got the ones that's walking the streets that you just pull up. Hey, my woman was this. Let me pull up and grab and stick my dick in her real quick. Then go home to this one and do it to her too, depending on her mood, right? Which is nasty and disgusting. But then you have the one that you're trying to date, and you might pay a bill, get her nails done, get her toes done, so she can give up that, right? Okay. You need neither of those if you have a woman in your life or a wife that you're treating right. Now, when it comes to the headaches, you got to choose the right one, brother. My black brother, you have to choose the right one. If the auras don't mix, it's going to always be headache there. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just saying facts. If the auras don't mix, you're going to have issues. And then you're going to have to get in your car and take that drive down the runway of all the different females with the different clothes on that you're going to pick, that you're going to screw in the hotel.
The campfire
girls. Then you have what you said about the women. I totally 100% agree. I have seen women sell their children just because they're upset of the man. Well, hell, if you want to see her, you need to pay my cell phone bill, pay my light bill, and you ain't even her man no more. I've seen it happen, but I've also seen women that, they cooperate with the man, and you know what I'm saying, and they work it out. But that's the same thing I mean about the aura. If you got the wrong baby mama, I mean, because baby mamas, they can be really pissed because you left them or broke up with them. And they going to blame you 100%. Even when they don't mean to. Now, I'm not going to, because they human.
Mm-hmm.
And they see them. Tired of looking at this nigga. He just, oh. Yeah. You know what? If you want to see her, you're going to have to pick her up on this day. Wait a minute. We agreed to this day. Yeah. Nah, not today, brother. Just because she looked at you. So I agree. There are some women like that out there. They are.
It's a question for you. Justice said, what are the two types?
Of what?
Prostitutes.
You was talking about.
Well, I explained there are two types. I explained the one that walks the streets.
The direct one. She just wants the money, and you going to get the pussy.
Yes. And then you got the one that you sleep with at home. That's your girlfriend. Maybe she live over there. Maybe she live over there. And she wanting just to give up the ass.
You paying bills. You paying for dinner.
Yeah, just take care of me, baby. Take me out to buy a coffee. She'll just bend over for
prostitution?
You. Man's prostituting up to the height.
Relationships
with
are
class.
give and take.
Prostitution with class. Yeah, they bitch. Hey, look, you done took them to Starbucks.
Classy prostitute.
You took them to Starbucks. Got them some coffee. You paid a cell phone bill Wednesday, remember? Yeah, and then you just picked up. She bent over in the car. Bang, your nut is free. And what you say about when the nut is released?
That's post-nut cleanse.
There you go. It's all good. It's all good in your work.
I guess I understood what she meant by the two types. It's one, I gotta say, but you need to update your references on prostitutes. You know that. It's motherfuckers selling pussy on Twitter, goddamn Instagram, OnlyFans, and everything. They ain't on back. Well, that was back in the day. Yeah, I heard about that. That was back in the day or something. But it's like, but I understand what you mean. You got the ones that you pay directly and the ones you pay indirectly. Mm-hmm. When I said something about tricking, it ain't. Let me clarify it. Let me clarify it. Be like, I got my man. No, my habits. My habits are too expensive, and paying for pussy is not a habit that I'm into doing all the time. If I'm fucked off on a day, feel like I might be on one. Might be, might just be on one that day. Let me. Hey, she said she can do this. I'm going for what category you fit in. Oh, you say you got these skills? All right, cool. I want them skills today. Cool, bet. Going on about my business. But I feel like for me, me being grown, I feel like that's easier to do or better to do. I know what the price is up front. I know I'm an expensive date. If me dating myself, I'm expensive as fuck. I spent over $100 at fucking down at Papado by my damn self. So if I got somebody else, I'm still gonna pay about another $100. We're gonna spend more than that because now we're gonna have more drinks, probably more appetizers. So it'll be about $200-$300, which is cool by all means, if that's something that's gonna go for some time. But if we just talk about we just trying to fuck. Nah, I might well go to spend this hot, whatever the price is. To be like, might well go to spend that because it's less than $300, and I know that she coming and she leaving, and I ain't got to worry about the conversation. I ain't got to worry about none of that. So it's just cutting out some confusion in that.
How much was it? Because Tina said she cheap.
No, I guess no.
How much you cost?
Yeah, how much?
Wait, let me rephrase what I mean by cheap.
Just put your cash at.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here.
I'm trying to figure out where it's going. Where it's going.
I don't know what's going on.
First off, that's nasty. But I'm just gonna take that out.
Yeah, it's your own personal preference.
Yeah. There are men out there like that. That's why I say marriages and shit and screwed up households and 2-parent households. That's why they all lack it. That's facts, because everybody's scared. They living in fear. Okay, they figure, hell, I can just go buy her, pay her. I ain't got to worry about no headache. I ain't got to worry coming home to that bullshit, But what does she use? You unless you love to be used, I'm the type of woman. Look, if I'm gonna get on my knees and suck that dick, okay, you're gonna have to be mine. I ain't sucking no nigga's dick that's gonna drive off and leave me. You understand what I'm saying?
Are you saying property of yours?
No, not property. We are in a relationship.
Oh, okay.
Because if I'm with you and you now, I understand what some people may say. You don't know. He might leave you and go be fucking her anyway, right?
Yeah.
But at least there are stipulations there. At least you know. Okay, and
Or
when
at
you
least
find,
you thought, right?
yeah. Compared to me going, hey, baby, you want to go out on me? I ain't never met him before. We ain't been on 2-3 dates. And this nigga's like, hey, suck this dick. You know what I'm saying? Like,
suck this dick.
You know what I'm saying? Like touching on me and shit. You know, no, fuck no. I'm not.
Hey,
fuck this ass,
suck
Junior.
this dick.
Ain't no telling where your dick been. It ain't enough soap in this world that's gonna clean that motherfucking dick. You understand what I'm saying? You can still smell that shit in your pubic hairs.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
You gotta have pubic hairs
You gotta
first.
shave that shit.
Damn, you got no pubic hairs?
So look,
Like who in 2024 still got pubic hairs?
I want to touch on
Especially
Not on the
for
pubic
women.
hairs, but
Especially
on
for
the
women, because that shit be
Let
pissed.
me get this straight. You
That
can
shit
clean
be
the hair
Sissy,
so
pubic
good
hairs.
where
This is what our
because you
conversation
know no
is.
matter how much shaving you do, touch it. You gonna feel that shit. It's right there.
Pussy
You gonna feel
pubic
it.
hairs.
You ain't enough shaving in this world, brother.
Pubic hairs.
Listen,
Yeah.
pubic hairs.
Hell yeah.
hairs.
Lift them balls up. Sniff all up on there.
Pussy
It may
pubic
not be
hairs.
no hairs, but you can sniff up under them balls. It will
All
not
right,
smell
I
like
think
yours.
Detroit wanted to touch up on it so we could
Shit,
move
I
forward to the
forgot
next.
what I want to talk about.
Some
Okay.
pissy
So
pubic
look,
hairs.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Hey.
This is what I wanted to touch up on. I believe that everybody, that's been in a few relationships has been in at least one bad relationship, right? Some people, they just say, hey, the chemistry ain't there. This ain't working out. And they go their separate ways. And I don't know bad note. But somebody has been in a bad relationship, right? So a lot of times you say, well, you should have known this. But people send their representatives. You know what I'm saying? They like to find out what you like, what you dislike, so that they can mold themselves to get the desired effect, right? Or desired result. So I don't feel like you're going to always know what you're dealing with or who you're dealing with. Because some men are going to lie because they know, oh, if I tell them I'm in a relationship or if I tell them I'm married, I ain't going to get the pussy, right? And that's not the desired result. The desired result ain't not getting the pussy. It is getting the pussy. So I'm going to say, oh, no, hell no. I'm not going to hide this. I'm going to hide that. You say you ain't like smoking. I've been smoking for years. But shit, now I'm chewing gum. I'm trying to get rid of all that shit. I got cologne now because I'm trying to get the pussy. And I think the same thing for women. You know what I'm saying? I think women sometimes alter and change themselves. You don't think so? Women usually... Okay, I'll tell you one thing that I tell you for sure that alters a woman. That can alter a woman a lot. Makeup. I'm gonna tell you about this shit. I'm not lying. Makeup can be the difference of some shit, for real. So I met a female, this was in years ago, whatever. I met a female, she looked dope. You know what I'm saying? It was a little dim, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, shadows and lighting was taking effect or whatever. And then I had a little alcohol too, so that might have, beer goggles or some shit, whatever. But this chick looked fine as hell, right? So, I'm talking to her the next morning. I'm supposed to take her to the movies, right? So I pulls up to the house. And she leans her head down, straight zombie mode. This motherfucker look dead. And I was like, oh, this ain't the same one from last night. So, if we gonna be all the way real with it, people do manipulate others in one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't think that we're going to always know who or what we're dealing with from the beginning. It takes a little time. Like, okay, let me get this across too. My baby mama not bad. Like she's not a bad person. She is not a bad person, and she's not a bad mother. You know what I'm saying? We just didn't connect. And it was stuff that I found out about her later on that I was just like, I wasn't going to know until I actually experienced it. So sometimes you have to experience the fuckery to know that it's some fuckery. That's all it is. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to drag in the dirt. I'm like, oh no. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I know we on the time here, but can I do a quick?
Is it a question?
No, it's not a question. What is it that I wanted to say about? I think I didn't forget. I wanted to say that is true. There are women on Twitter. I was in a relationship for 4 years, and I dated someone who ordered a woman from Twitter. Of course, he got played because she was about 300 pounds when she came.
Nice.
But and he did it where we lived at, and I had left for work, at the double back because I left my keys at home.
And the 300.
And when I pulled up, she was coming out of the house, and I'm like, "Who are you?" And she said, "I was visiting my friend."
You let her in?
Yeah, he let her. He opened the door. She was standing in the doorway, and she told me all the business. He got a whole page on Twitter. He ordered me, told me to come, and the whole bad part is she showed up. She didn't care whether he had a woman or not. She said, "I didn't ask him, so that's my bad." But he did order her, and he was intending on screwing her until he seen what she looked like. So yes, you are. You know,
but he let her in.
But he let her in.
All right, that was a lot of meat on that bone.
Mm-hmm.
What we got next?
Let's talk about. I want to address some of the questions because they kept popping in, but we were talking. So Justice said that is called tricking. So you know how far back in the conversation.
Yeah.
What I tell you, yeah.
That was John wanted to know what was the topic where we're picking questions, and that was the very first one that we talked for almost 30 minutes about. Is what do you think will happen if women stop having sex with men? Mocha she said, I want to know, but we got so far in the conversation, I don't know what she wanted to know. Yeah, I don't know. And hey, Renee, I seen you said hi.
She saying I said fucking lies.
And Dre said, no, that's gold digging. I think that went back to something you were saying. Yeah. Hey, Renee.
What up, Renee?
What is this right here? I'm not sure what though. And Mocha said definitely need to get on here Kink with the mans and they delusions.
Oh,
so what's she talking about?
Okay, I don't know. They want to know, Mocha. They want to know what you talking about.
Yeah, Mocha. I want to know what you talking
about. And John said,
I see you at Taco too.
Yes, we all are on our best behavior when first meeting a woman. And Justice said, let's get back to her second dick. How many times before you do it again? Oh, a minute. Yeah, we done with this topic, y'all. We gonna scrumble this up. Oh, but closing remarks on the topic.
So we can't answer nothing?
Everybody. We gotta get at least 2 topics in. We only got an hour, unless y'all gonna stay a little later. I mean, we can talk about it. But the closing remarks on that is we laughing and we joking up here, but the reality is that humans are liars. Everybody is going to have a representative unless they keep it real 24/7. If you don't keep it real 24/7, you're going to probably have a representative when you meet somebody because you want them to see the good. You're not ready for them to see the bad because they might run off. So it's just a human nature thing to show the good up front. And to what my friend was saying about the makeup, women, yes, a lot of women wear makeup, and men always say, I want natural beauty, and then we see them and a woman has makeup. I really believe in my whole heart of hearts that women do this because they themselves feel better about themselves when they look in the mirror. However, there are also men now with like cornrows, hair down their back too. Yeah. And I think they look better and feel better about themselves when they do that. Like, because it's sensitive things about people and they deal with it in ways that are ways that they choose to deal with it. So at the end of the day, I think I got from all this is just be more cautious of the people that you're dealing with up front. Don't rush. Take time. It's going to take time for you to get to know them. Well, the real them. But if y'all want to address any of the questions, go ahead.
So when I touched on it as far as makeup, I want to say that because I think makeup actually, highlights a woman's beauty, in certain ways, shape, form, and fashion. But I don't think that a woman should put so much makeup on that it literally transforms her into another person. I think that's where the manipulation comes in. All I'm saying is she went from, a baddie to a goddamn. Listen, I mean, when I seen her eyes, I was like, "Oh, what happened?" It looked like she ain't slept in like 3 months.
Oh my god,
it was pretty bad. Face was pale, and I ain't gonna lie. I told her to go pick up my brother from school. What brother? You know what I'm saying? Out of there. And then she knew what it was because she texted me and she said, "Fuck you."
Natural beauty.
So this is what I'm saying. If she wanted to show her natural beauty, she should have showed it to me that night. You know what I'm saying? And then I could have made the decision on whether or not that I was, because with me, the first thing that usually happens is the visual attraction. And then there's conversation and interaction to let you know if, but it's time to go.
We're going to let our friend Miguel, our guest Miguel, pick the next topic. Because I can see this thing going, and I love it, by the way.
Here we go. This bullshit.
Controversial.
Why is marriage the goal? Should it be? Are we poly people like animals? Here we go.
I mean, that has been the trending topic amongst podcasts. Like, why do women believe that marriage should be the goal? Since you pulled it, we're going to let you chime in on it first.
Oh, Jesus. All right. I gotta say, me personally, I don't think marriage is a goal. Me personally. I gotta say, I'm like people that believe in God and all that, believe in the Bible and stuff like that. When was God ever married or Jesus ever married? When was he ever married in them? So where did the whole marriage thing come from? I'm not in the biggest proponent of that, but I can do a monogamous relationship. I'm not in one. I gotta say right now, I have a partner, and I'm trying to find other. Well, I have other partners, but that's where I'm at right now.
How many partners do you need?
Huh?
How many partners do you need?
See, it's not about the number of partners because okay. I'm not seeing them all the time. Okay. It's like I'm here. None of them stay here. Okay. I have like how they say, I have no pussy in Killeen. Oh. But like okay. all mine is out of Killeen. But these are people that I've known for years upon years.
If you want to be his Killeen pussy.
Nah.
That's another segment for you. That's the dating segment.
Yeah, because the right topic came up to cross that bridge.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think marriage just is a construct that came about and people they want to stick to. I can understand monogamy, but what's the purpose of marriage? That I had an aunt. She died about at 62. She was with my uncle, who I thought was my uncle, till since she was 19. Come to find out they was never married. One day I asked my aunt before she died, obviously. I was like, how why you never got married? She was like, what is a ring and a piece of paper gonna tell me that I don't already know? And I was like, and I feel, and I took that. I heard, I took it because what benefits are there in marriage? You already co-mingling finances when you're in the house. And then you're like, oh, now it's official. Be like, you can do all that official when it comes down to life insurance, bank accounts, all that. Put it in writing. Stop being a dummy. Be like, oh, we'll get to it when we get to it. Put it in writing. It'll be taken care of. So you ain't got to worry about, but what about when you die? Your family, no. All my shit going to my kids. Be like, ain't no money going to leave my girlfriend or my wife at that point.
If you tuning in, girlfriend, you heard that?
No, I'm just saying.
I understand.
Look at how old we are. 40. I'm 40, about to turn 47. Why do I need your money? If we were married, why do I need your money when you die? I'm good. I don't need a payday from your death. That don't make no sense. But anyway,
respect that.
But back to the topic though, it's like I just think.
What about the second part about the poly?
But I believe in the poly. I gotta say one of my best friends is poly, and I done seen her with both of her dudes in the same room. They dapping up, they taking pictures together. Everything's on the cool. But that's grown people.
Right.
That's grown people because like my partner know that I know who I deal with. I know who she deal with. So you just gotta be open and honest. Stop hiding shit. Be like, I'm glad because I ain't got a lie no more. I ain't got a lie at all.
High five to the line out the door.
Yeah, I ain't got a lie at all. Just try to get some. Be like, hey, like I got a girl, but hey, she ain't here. If we kick it, whatever, it is what it is.
Mocha said, I don't think marriage is the shit. I don't believe God was married.
Exactly.
Let me see something I can call your phone on speaker.
Oh,
John.
My cousin.
Oh, okay.
We ain't doing no call-ins. Hey, Music.
He's going to his way.
Oh, wait. Mocha said, funny, you stuck on sucking dick.
What did she say? No, you left.
From the other person comment.
Oh.
Still talking about mom.
So we already went past that.
That mouth.
What that mouth do?
No control, like I said.
All right. Who else one of y'all want to chime in on this question?
Oh yeah, I'll chime in. So, Man, I think it's different strokes for different folks, man. I don't think that everybody, if you're making decisions based off of what somebody else is doing, what you see on the internet, social media, whatever, then you're wrong. You should have your own brain, your own goals, your own feelings about what decisions you want to make in life. Marriage might not be for everybody. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I would love to have someone to build with, to make decisions with, to lean on, to be able to drop my guards with. Because sometimes when I be out in the city, you know what I'm saying, I feel like I'm fighting the world and the world is against me. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to have somebody come back and not be, you ain't got to be a punching bag for. You know what I'm saying? That's when it boils down to picking the right person. You know what I'm saying? And just getting to know that person, building the chemistry and the foundation for marriage, if that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as the poly people thing, like I say, if you want to be a poly person, then have at it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think poly is for me because I'm a stingy motherfucker. What's mine is mine. I don't play them games.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So that's just me though.
I'll keep it all
You know what I'm
clean.
saying? And I feel like in a poly relationship, this is my opinion, I feel like in a poly relationship, you have to be really, really emotionally kept. And everybody in that relationship has to be in complete control of their feelings or something. It gonna make, I know plenty of people that chose the poly and they really messed over their situation with their original man.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you get into that poly stuff, you bring somebody in with somebody you didn't built with, and now you done fucked that up, and now you done lost her, and you done lost the addition. You know what I'm saying? So now you start from the ground up, and you looking like a damn fool. You know, so I think that in everything, you just gotta have your shit together. And they gotta have their shit together so that when y'all do make that decision to move on either marriage or being in a poly, that shit fit. If it don't fit, I don't know why I want to say you must have quit. but
Oh, Johnny Cocker.
Oh my God, man.
I'm just saying, you know,
Really, friend?
it's all good. You know,
And before I start, let me say that no disrespect for anybody who likes multiple partners. These jabs are not against you, okay? I just think it's a bunch of bullshit. I think niggas done got they shit hurt. They heart, they little hearts, their emotions
why
tore
gotta be little hearts?
Because when guys get in their feelings, I need multiple women because this is what I want. When in reality, them niggas done got hurt. And it didn't have to be now. That shit could have been early off. 15, 16, 17, right? And they figure, hell, I'm gonna protect my shit, right? Like they protect their money, right? I'm gonna protect my heart. So I need multiple women. That way, I'm good because I got her. The problem is gonna, at the end of the day, women are emotional creatures. Somebody is gonna linger. Somebody is gonna get in their feelings about the whole total relationship. Okay, that's why I think it's a bunch of bullshit. Men say, "Well,
Poly,
hell,
right?
yeah, that's a bunch of bullshit." They think that now. Let's talk to the point. Is I raised 4 boys. One who is in that lifestyle.
Word.
Right? He lost his wife in that lifestyle. Right?
Yeah.
He was posting pictures online of the women when her family's there, she's there. Right? Yeah. And I think it's wrong to do that. If you love a woman, speak that shit. Be facts about that shit. Be real. Always be honest. Always honest is the best policy. If you're going to have multiple, tell her that way she can choose. Do I want to stay in this shit or do I want to walk out the door? You spoke on that earlier. That way everybody get a choice.
May I say something?
Sure.
In his defense, because I was at the wedding, isn't he Muslim? And they're allowed to have them.
They're not. If you can't take care of them, you ain't allowed to have them.
Okay.
And they're
so that's the thing. You have to be able to take.
You got to be able to take care of them if you want to have them. I mean, I understand the whole concept. Somebody in the kitchen cooking eggs naked. You got one in the front room. You know, baby, what channel you want to watch? You naked. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want you.
Can I just say this? I know you. For some reason, I think the whole idea of poly got you like.
Oh God, I hate
twist.
that. I hate the word.
I feel the energy. It's like it's getting on me. It's getting on me, and I don't want it.
Don't you dirty up her.
But I, from my own personal thought of people talking to people that are poly, it's not about having multiple women. It's about your needs being met, and one person can't meet those one needs. Like, so say for example, if somebody got with you and you're an introvert, you don't like to travel.
I do.
Introvert, you just like to stay in the house. So what you saying?
Cruise all the time.
I'm not talking about cruise. I'm talking
Okay.
about you like to stay in the house.
Okay.
And a part of him likes to go out dancing, karaoke, drinking, whatever. He has a woman for that.
We don't match.
Well, but this is what I'm saying about a poly. So he
Kiki.
Absolutely, he would need a poly.
Oh yeah.
He would absolutely need to be a poly situation if he's not satisfied with, or one person is not fulfilling.
No control. Sexual, no control.
All right, there are women that are part of poly. So I hear you saying like it's like you keep putting it on the man, and I'm not really understanding why.
It's both. There are some women out here that like multiple men. There are some men out here that like multiple women. I just think it's about protecting themselves more than it is. I need one to suck my dick Monday. I need to fuck one Tuesday. I think it's more about.
So you think if they have multiple people, they can't get hurt? You think that feelings are not involved?
Their whole thing is trying not to. Because if you think about it, you got one woman at home. This woman is controlling what? Everything about you, your emotions. Am I correct?
No,
this is the woman. She's not controlling them. Meaning, if you come home and you see her and fucking a nigga in the bed, is that all about your emotions?
Well, let's let the poly guy over there speak on it.
Hey, I'm new to the scene of it anyway. But I don't know. I don't know why. Like, how many poly people you know, and how many statistics you have to back up what you say?
I know 3.
You know 3.
So not a whole world.
And all of them are bad. All of them are terrible.
They horrible poly people. Yes, they are.
Okay, so
I think they are. Now they might be in La La Land.
See, but all right. So that's your own personal. All right, because like I ain't missing. I have been hurt. Like I have been hurt in my life, but this ain't about that.
I mean, how do you really know? Trauma is trauma.
I guarantee because I didn't been it there.
No,
I didn't been it there, but I didn't talk this out. You know. I didn't talk this whole thing out. So it's more about connections. I can say because just like what Cree was saying, I know, be like I'm a grown ass man. I know I'm not ever gonna be everything to that person. So I'm cool with if you go find that 20% over there, go. Hey, cool. Keep us safe. Keep us safe, and just and do your thing.
A person should really know what makes them happy. First of all, you got to know yourself, right? So if you know the problem with cheating and all that is the lying part, the secret part. If you can be honest about what it is you want, what you're looking for, what you desire, somebody gonna match it.
Maybe.
And you don't have to be a part.
By how long?
So when we talk about being honest, right?
You believe that?
We talk about being honest. We're talking about being effective communicators, right?
No, we really
talking. I said effective. I said effective. I said effective.
I like the word.
Okay, let me ask you this. So let me ask you this. So lying is effective?
Lying, yeah.
Yeah.
For the person that's telling the lie.
It's gonna get you what you want.
If I'm telling the lie, it's effective.
Does it really though?
For both people. Effective communication. Lying is not good for both people.
No, it is not.
I'm talking about for both people. Or all the people.
Go ahead with your point.
Yeah, for all the people.
Go ahead.
So what I'm saying is the basis of relationships, I believe, because I obviously I ain't been part of everybody's relationship, you know what I'm saying, is effective communication. If you're being honest, if you're being open, if you're expressing your feelings to this person, then you can get a better feel for who you're dealing with. Because some people you can express your feelings and they don't give a fuck, right? But now you know that they don't give a fuck.
Exactly.
But if you don't express them, how you know if they give a fuck or not?
Correct.
You see what I'm saying? And that's my point right there. So I feel like a lot of times people need to start to communicate a little bit more and be open and honest with it. And if you can't be open and honest with someone that you looking to be your mate, you know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck? Then that ain't the right person for you.
There you go.
That's all I'm saying.
That's it.
What are we doing?
What we here for?
Yeah. So
make babies. Make babies.
That's another conversation too. Then.
Right.
But that's
so. Are you done? Because I know I had to questions with you.
Well, so I've been married before.
Word.
Oh, yeah.
I would have never believed that.
Yeah, I've been married before. I married a man who was a cheater. He did cheat on multiple occasions.
Did he tell you why?
Mm-hmm. He did. He sat down with me. I had too many kids.
So he cheated on you because you had a number of
I'm
kids.
just giving you a little throwing in there of some of the stuff he said about the cheating. He said, because I wanted a woman with no kids, and when I came to the table, you had them. Okay, that was one.
Okay.
Two was, well, hell, I'm not real cloud. You know, I'm a little barefooted walking, no makeup wearing, natural beauty here. Okay, I don't wear all that stuff, you know, and I don't drink and I don't smoke. Sometimes that offends folks.
Well, what you got there, buddy?
What?
Who don't drink and who don't smoke?
Stop
drink.
it.
Oh, okay.
Friend.
You know this is cranberry juice, baby.
I
Where
know
you at?
Hey,
Where you at?
stop it.
But anyways, men come in there, like you say, faking. This is, you know, they're lying to you, deceiving you so they can get in there. Most of the time it's just the fuck. Okay? I think they should be honest. This is what I want. This is what you know what I'm saying, this is what I want to do. But I was married. Did I love being married? Yes. I loved coming home to the same person. I loved hanging out with him in the supermarket, dancing, playing, having all. I mean, man, the feeling of actually tying into somebody's soul, the feeling is great. Right. You don't do that to somebody you just screwing and you leave it. You understand? So it's a different type of feeling. It's a different atmosphere, and I think marriage should be a goal. I also think that it's surrounded behind a lot of laws and government and paper trails and all of that, because if you show up at the hospital and your husband in there in the ICU, are y'all married? They won't even let you in unless you got something saying you're married. You gotta say we're married.
Like a king,
okay?
Right? Yeah.
Living will.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying that it happens. They use that marriage word a lot. Like people always ask that. Are y'all married? You can't come in. Are you married? You can't. So you get discounts too.
You said,
but anyway,
it's a documentation, which is what he's saying. A living will. It doesn't have to be a marriage. Are you done, sister?
Yes, I'm done with the
all right, so we're going to wrap this one up, too, because I can tell y'all this is going... Oh, let's touch some of these first. John said poly men put multiple women together to create one woman. I've heard that. He pulls what he likes from each woman that satisfy him. Mocha said, everyone is different and you do not know what's going on in someone's marriage. Absolutely. And Kiki said, men are here only to have kids, when then after that they are good for nothing. I disagree with that.
That sounds like a woman scorn to me.
I disagree.
Sound like a woman scorn to me.
All right, now here she's speaking some truth. Kiki said we should have partnerships. I absolutely agree with that. But let me get my thoughts on marriage being a goal. Ooh, child. From a young child, girls, especially girls, we were raised to believe we find our Prince Charming. He takes care of us. We have his babies. It's a fairy tale. I've been married twice. Never once lived this fairy tale. I've had great connections with people, had fun with them, loved them, didn't love them, whatever. But marriage had nothing to do with it. It was the relationship between the two of us, right? I believe, I've said this before, that men are moved by fear and self-interest. So if they want to be kept, they'll be kept. I ultimately believe that it's a whole entire mindset. As a human being, you can choose whichever mindset of life you want to use. There's people out here identifying as whatever they want to identify as.
No, man.
As a human being, you have the right to live your life however you see fit. Problem with a lot of people is they don't even know themselves. They just following around, enjoying the stuff. Whatever somebody else doing, they want to do it. Look at the fashion and the trend. We just follow along. It comes right back around. There's people out here still wearing Jordans. And he is not somebody I would be wearing his shoes, because I've seen him and he's not the nicest person ever. So about the poly, I'll say this. I say, if that's the life you want to live and it works for you, more power to you. And I think everything should be based on honesty and communicating your needs and wants. And if somebody else is on the same level, on the same page with you, so be it. I'm going to get my friend. All right, but we're going to let him pick the next one.
Are we doing another one?
Yes, sir. We got what?
Oh, wow.
We got 4.
We got some time.
Shit.
It's Taco Tuesday today, y'all. So after this, we're going to be heading over to Taco Tuesday.
I know not. I know that ain't.
What's happening?
Nah,
don't even let Miguel start.
He don't go get on his head.
Don't do it. So, man, can we do this question or not?
Go ahead.
It say, do you think cheating will ever stop? If so, what needs to happen? Is this a real question?
Really?
Yeah, you think cheating?
All right, so
You think we're gonna ever come to a place where we honest and open with our partners?
nah, listen.
We can always hope.
And I know in some tribes across the world, cheating will get you killed, right? I know in the military, cheating will get you jail time and kicked out. You know what I'm saying? So it's people that are willing to die behind some pussy or some dick. So to answer your question, hell no. Cheating gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? It's all about the person. You can't get everybody's mind in sync to the same idea. It's just not gonna happen. Then we wouldn't even be unique anymore. You know what I'm saying? We would be robots at this point if everybody was thinking the same and not doing or thinking for themselves. So nah, hell no, cheating will never stop. And I'm done with that one. Yeah.
Miguel, Tina?
I agree. It's not going nowhere. As long as we have trifling women out here who give up the ass for a cup of coffee.
You
Okay?
either blaming one sex or the other. It's a
Wait,
human
I'm
race
not
thing.
done. Can I
Yes, go
elaborate?
ahead, I'm sorry.
Thank you. I said about the woman part. Okay, same thing for the men. Same thing for the men. There's a lot of men out here who are married, who are in relationships. As soon as a piece of ass, fine piece, because there's men they like ass. Okay, she walk past, damn, she fine. And if she talk to him, he melts. Got a whole wife at home, got a whole woman, don't even care. He done forgot about her. He forgot she even existed, right? Tell me about it. They fucked up, right? A lot of these women, they I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't know if they feeding their trauma or they don't like themselves. They have no oh my God, their self-esteem is so low. But if you got a husband, I want to fuck him because he fine. If you got a boyfriend, I want to fuck him because he fine. I'm just telling you what they be on.
Oh.
Okay.
Shit.
They in the service. They got some money.
I'm like, hide your husbands and your boyfriend.
I mean, you got some money. You in the service. You want to pay my bills.
Shit.
I fuck you too. They just don't come out and say it. They fake too. They hide it.
Yeah.
Hey baby, I'm stressed out. My boyfriend is, doing all this shit. He take you out. Yeah. You feeling good now. Before you know it, you didn't fuck him and he didn't pay your bills. Your husband is asking, damn, baby, how you pay? Baby, I had some money saved up. I just think it's horrible that cheating even exists, but I know it's part of human nature and people are going to do it. And there's nothing we can do about it. Okay. So no, it is never going to change. And it's just a piece of shit. That's just fucked up. Yeah, cheating is a shit.
All right, let me get this comment out. Well, let me read these first. Hey, Paul Wizzo, how you doing, friend?
What up, dog?
That's Candace. Hey, Candace, how are you, friend?
What up, Candace?
Candace also said relationships are and has always been business transactions dating back to the time daughters were sold off for goats and riches.
Damn. World ain't changing.
Absolutely.
Their dads even paid diaries to get rid of it.
So I'll say this to cheating. Right. Sure, it can stop, right? I'll be optimistic. But it starts with you.
Yes.
So if you, and I
don't cheat.
Stop lying, don't cheat, don't be honest and transparent, it can start. They sold us on the Bible. Like a lot of people go to church. They will not miss church on Sundays.
They sold y'all. They sold y'all on the Bible.
No,
not me.
They sold a lot of black people on the Bible. And you know who you are. So I know that we can change this deceitful thing. And I'm going to stay optimistic about it, okay? Because not saying that we can't change it is like saying there are more demons than angels in the world.
Oh, it is.
I like to believe there are more angels. So it starts with us, okay? Us, you, him, her. If we all start being honest and transparent in relationships, it can end, okay? Because yes, John, cheating is a choice.
It is.
We can make better choices for our life. Cheating is a choice as long as you don't put yourself in that position, you can be faithful. So if you put yourself in that position, you're going to be unfaithful? I don't know.
A lot of positions. So listen, let me ask you this. It's saying, do you think cheating will ever stop?
Yeah.
And you saying that
It starts with
do
us.
think that
Sure.
cheating will stop?
Yes, if we all just love on each other.
Gonna make a change.
And you do think that cheating will
Gotta
stop?
make a change.
Across the world.
Miguel, you gotta make a change.
It's just like saying, do you believe that
I don't cheat.
racism will start? You just say no, right? Everybody's gonna say no. I think it's gonna go forever. But again, I like to be optimistic to think that we can get to a place where we don't have to lie to each other.
And in your
And be
optimism, are you being realistic?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. All right.
Absolutely not.
All right. Cool.
I'm being optimistic. That's
I'm with that.
the end of it.
I'm with
Not.
that.
But realistically speaking,
Really.
it's gonna always be evil people
Always
that's
there.
gonna want to do wrong. All right, we got time to tackle one more subject. Y'all keep the comments and questions coming, and we'll discuss it. If you have any questions for anybody on the panel, Tina, go ahead and Candace said, "Give her a hug." Somebody hurt sis.
Deeply, multiple deeply.
Because she said we had little hearts. I'm like, damn.
She's straight attack mode.
Right.
I
She's
love
like,
it.
niggas
Yes,
ain't shit.
because we need to have more attack mode so she can change.
Oh.
It ain't gonna change.
Y'all
So
attack,
won't you
so you
shut
think
sis?
attacking
You need to be
men?
hurt too, sis. Show some shit. Show
I'm sure
some
she's been
shit.
hurt.
Go on.
Remember what I said? Men are only moved by fear and
Yeah.
self-interest. So you attacking them is not
Ooh.
making them change their mind about
So
nothing.
what do women move from?
Read the question, Gino.
I mean, that's what I'm like, cause why fear and my own self interest
God.
gotta be.
Fellas.
Because
Man,
most
I
men are
didn't know
moved by
that.
that.
I didn't know women had so much dislike for men. Like the
Have you ever asked them?
Wait, hold on.
all the
Wait
ones
a
I know.
Wait a minute.
No, all the ones I know,
The women you know?
all the women that I've known didn't have this much.
Thank you.
I mean,
Say it, friend. Say
deep
it.
down, you sure?
Well, I know you now.
I mean,
Friend,
I can
most
actually-
women don't listen.
And Kiki, oh my God, Kiki, wow.
Let me tell you,
I
a
can
lot of
see
women
men
speak
Men are
from their
good
own-
for nothing.
This is
else.
what I was
That's
saying
crazy.
earlier,
That's
friend.
crazy.
Friend, this is what I'm saying. This is what I was saying earlier. Like, most of the time, people are speaking based off their own personal experience.
Sometimes.
If
got
you
that.
think overall, she ain't been with every man, so she don't freaking.
Well, no,
you know, because
that's
a lot
true.
of
That's
I'm
true.
gonna
I
say
have been with a lot,
true.
but I do know people. that
I
go
know
through the
that's
same
true.
shit.
You haven't been with every man.
exactly.
Really?
Exactly.
But
so,
I'm saying-
so it's still strictly her opinion. Like
It is my
it boils
opinion.
down to.
But I do
her
drive
personal
for a
opinion.
living, and people get in and out my car.
Because I've had
Tearing
some
up
good
my
men.
I
back.
hope it ain't no man.
Stop it.
Women and
Stop
men,
it.
okay?
Stop it.
But it happens all the time. The fact is, people don't speak on it. People don't. People hide it. So I could have sat at this table and faked it and say men are the
Well,
most
Mocha
best
said
creatures in the
not
world.
dislike, just trauma from past men.
Yes.
Facts. She didn't deny it.
Facts.
She didn't deny it.
Facts.
Okay.
Kiki said because all they want is
Sex.
She
talking about the
women.
women that like the men. That's not true because
What?
that's not all.
Either money or sex.
That's
It's
crazy.
not
Money or
all.
sex.
I thought
That's
Kiki
not
liked
true.
me.
Because I
That's
like
good for
companionship.
nothing.
Affection, all of stuff
The
that
same
they,
thing women
Yeah.
want.
I thought me and
Come on,
Kiki was
boy.
cool,
I don't
man.
care
This
about
whole
none of
time
that.
you been
in
hating me.
reality,
That's why.
I just want a good man. I don't care about none of that other bullshit. I'm
That's
just
another
saying.
You just
podcast.
want to who?
Hey, I can see a part 4 coming up
You
because
know
that
what
is
I'm saying?
kind of like,
I don't care about all
What
that.
she said? What she said that made you go,
She said she don't care about none of that.
None of what?
Dick, companionship. What else you said you didn't care
Don't
about?
care about
I please
dick.
myself. No.
Come on.
I have
All right.
100%
So what we're
control.
not going to do is get off topic. We're going to stay on track because we ain't got much time.
Well, we
Let's
might as
go on
well
this one.
stay. We might
We
as well
can have
stay
a
with
part-
what we talking
No,
about
we-
because the question is how it's important is sex. Okay, so we might as well talk about
How
it.
important is sex
Okay,
in a
how
relationship?
important is sex and money in a relationship? So we might as well continue the conversation. Sex is very important in a relationship, and I will speak first since I read the question.
Well, you said you don't need it. You
said
said you
you
please
did that.
yourself.
Hold on, yeah, I ain't finished.
Let her finish, Lord.
Hello.
Finish.
People
What is going on?
and gentlemen and sis,
Oh,
sex is
well, where the people
very
at?
sex is very important in a relationship, right?
Mm.
It don't have to be with a man. It don't have to be with a woman, but it is important. Now we're not talking about just the word, okay? We're talking about the feeling, Okay, come on, let's
We're
speak
not
on.
talking about the word.
Okay, no. Okay, sex.
We're not talking about no fucking
Sex
shower.
back. Well, I get an orgasm from a shower.
But we ain't talking about a shower. We talking about sex.
Listen.
Because the shower ain't sex.
When I come home, my man is in the drawer.
And who?
In the drawer.
Can you please explain that to me?
better.
He knows what the hell.
I'm just saying. We keep going back to saying, okay, well, maybe this woman that went through some shit and trauma. Of course, who hasn't been through something? Okay,
Absolutely, yeah.
But it was a choice that I made to stay away from dick for a while. Okay, it was a choice I made to stay away from the tongue for a while. This shit had you going crazy. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So I chose to say, okay, let me stand back from the situation. And since I don't drink, I got to look from another eye.
Think clear.
Okay,
think clear when sex is not involved.
Yeah. So
what you
get the watching people and you get the observing them. You got the people in the world that like multiple women. They'll sit down with you and tell you they don't. Or they may not say it at all and you find out later. I don't fuck with them niggas. Okay. Because I don't want to be a part of their roster.
Well, you didn't know you was fucking with that nigga.
Pretty much. I don't want to be on nobody's roster. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wait, I ain't fucking with her in a month. Rasta. I ain't fucking with her in a month. That's bad for me, okay? I don't want a man that's trying to buy me either. You know, let me do this and this for you because I know it's going to get me in the pussy. No, nigga. No pussy for you. Okay?
Well, so
not going to happen. There's too many women in the world going to fuck on her. Okay?
Read it. I want to hear this shit.
Okay?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So sex is very important to mostly men. Okay, mostly. I'm not saying fully.
What about
money? Oh, yes. Come on now.
Wait, what's the question?
Two-part question. How important is sex and money in a relationship?
Oh, okay.
Money, finances can destroy a marriage. Finances can destroy a relationship. Those are facts, okay? Mm-hmm. Especially if the relationship, if both people ain't communicating, and working together as a team. And most of the time when they're not doing that is because somebody's either stepping out of the household, they're going through trauma, and stuff like that. And there's other stuff inside the relationship, family and things like that. So those are facts. Those are known facts.
Mm-hmm.
Kiki said, yes, sex is medicine, but nowadays the meds is poison.
Go ahead, girl.
I think I was right about being scorned. So let me ask this. So, okay, it said how important is sex, right? So now I heard your answer, but I want to go back to a day where you and Creed and Miguel was all at the house and you answered the question.
Mm-hmm.
And your question, you said you literally get off on doing certain type of things with men, right?
Yeah, I love sucking dick. Yeah,
but you just recently said that you don't need it, you don't want it,
and that's because I can't find a participant that speak the truth and facts about themselves.
Oh, okay.
They can't come to the table and be themselves.
So you do like dick, and
yes, of course.
But you're looking for the compatible match to do those things with.
And if I don't have it, then I go to the store.
Okay. Now my other question was, it said money right now. Are we talking about how much a person makes, or are we talking about financial responsibility? Because some people don't need to make a lot of money to make the right decisions with money, if that makes sense, right?
Just to keep it basic, just about having money, isn't it? So like the panel itself, like, would you be okay with somebody who has bad sex? Would you be okay if somebody has no money?
Yeah, she wasn't getting head.
So how important is it in a relationship? Sex? Would you still be in a relationship with them if the sex wasn't up to par? If they was a pillow princess?
Interesting. Well, first off,
or king.
What the fuck is a pillow king?
A pillow man who just like to lay there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, what? But okay. So let me ask you this. No, fuck that. Let me ask you this.
Fuck that.
So I believe that sex is important in a relationship. I mean, I don't know how far down the road we're talking about, but right now in my life, I do think that intimacy is important. I believe in certain levels of intimacy, even before sex even comes about.
You can speak up a little bit.
Okay. Before sex even comes about, I believe in certain levels of intimacy. You know what I'm saying? So intimacy in his own, even with sex, I believe that's important. You want somebody to want you. You know what I'm saying?
Not need you.
Facts.
Yeah. I feel like there's certain necessities in life, and a woman don't need a man, and a man don't need a woman, but a man wants a woman, and a woman wants a man. Except for those that want the same sex, then you want the other, you know.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Now, when we come down to money, I really think it all depends on that relationship and the person and how they make you feel. You know, because it's some people, and that's when I'm talking about financial responsibility. It's some women that may not need much, you know what I'm saying, and can work with certain things. And it's some women that want way more than what you can offer by yourself. And which is say, okay, well, if this is something that you want that I can't provide, then we may have to do this or we may have to do that. So in certain situations, finances might not be a problem. In certain situations, finances may be. I guess it just depends on the person that you're with. You know what I'm saying? And how financially responsible you are. Because some people live above their means all the time.
True.
Yeah. But other than that, I'm moving along.
All right, friend, what you got? Like, yeah.
I think sex. With sex, I think it's important because it's a connection. It's a connection, and then plus, I don't know, I'm grown. I want good sex. Like if I'm gonna do it, I want it to be good. Like so, but yeah, I guess I believe it is important. The money part is like that's a wild one for me because that's another reason why I ain't really. That's why I ain't really dating. That's why I have the partners that I have. That's why I got them, because today's society is going to, hey, I want you to pay for this, pay for that, pay for bills and all this other, whatever. It's like, so now if I get into a monogamous relationship, your finances got to be straight. I said, because I feel like this. When I'm coming to you, whatever, like if it was a relationship thing, if I came to you, I'm expecting you to be just as grown as I am. Have your bills taken care of, have your shit straight. I'm not coming in to fix nobody's house, especially if I'm dating another grown ass 47-year-old person. No, I can't do it. I ain't taking care of nobody. Like, if I'm gonna take care of somebody, let me take care of if I'm gonna take care of grown people, let me take care of my grown ass kids. Let me take care of them. Why am I gonna be sitting up here paying your bills? I thought we was adults. You should have your own place to stay. You should be able to make your own rent. You're supposed to be able to do all this on your own as an adult. So the way I look at it is, if I start dealing with somebody, I talk money. I'm not scared to talk money. I talk money to chicks, because I need to know you can have that. That is cool. That's cool. But as long as you got a plan for it. If you sitting up here, we'll go low number. You up here $5,000 in debt, but you still out here trying to get you a Birkin, some red bottom. It's like, why not kill that $5,000 of debt, and then you be good. You can trick off how you want to trick off.
That's
like
a responsibility.
Yeah, cause that's why when I retired, I made sure I was debt free, and I'm still debt free to this day. I pay on my credit card at the end. I pay on my credit card at the end of every month. So it's like, so that's why I don't like when women come through and ask for stuff, because I feel like in a relationship, this is something that I guess you don't tell people right up front. Mm-hmm. It's like, I'm old. I'm from South Carolina. I'm old school to a certain extent. I still open doors. I got the bill. I got the checks when we go out. I'm paying for. I pay for almost everything. But when I notice that you don't attempt to even grab your wallet when we at the restaurant, it's like that's like, I'm not testing nobody. But if I'm sitting up here pulling out my card, and you're not even trying to cover tip or nothing, it's like, so you just using. It's like, what? So now you just want me to feed into you? Like, I don't understand it. So money is a big thing for me, because I got a lot of expensive habits, and
we heard
I get tricking ain't it. And tricking ain't it.
Was prostitution not tricking?
Tricking, I'm saying.
I think.
So that's why let me clarify this for all the black folks in the room.
Maybe that's part of his habit.
Hold on. For all the black people in the room who love to go keep running with something, I have tricked. God damn. But I don't do it every day. I don't do it every week. I don't even do it every year. Or even every decade.
She tricked too.
So it's like, so we can get past the tricking part.
She tricked too.
But anyway,
And it ain't tricking if you ain't got it.
I guess that's because I can blow the money.
You got it.
I can blow the money and not have to worry about it too much. I need my weed money though. I might get to my weed.
I got some questions.
When it gets to my turn, that's why I address the questions. I got it.
Done, my bad.
I didn't even say nothing.
But that's basically it though. Like I gotta when I look at money, and stuff, I just look at I'm cognizant of the fact because if you're not because it goes kind of back to what he was saying. Some people live above their means. But then you want to live above your means, then you want me to come in and make those ends meet. Man, come on now. I didn't.
Man is good for nothing. You want to save you.
Back in my day, I didn't been the captain. All right, captain.
And that's why you are the way you are today.
I guess I go.
Okay, ain't nobody gonna say nothing about him. He's real passionate too now.
No. I just say, but I
can't be passionate.
I still.
I get scorned.
Why would you say that?
Because I ain't digging. Because I ain't digging on nobody else.
Yeah.
Right, he ain't blaming the whole community of women. He's very specific.
I don't blame no one.
You blamed all the men with little hearts.
All the men.
Oh wow, all men, all women.
Are you finished?
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Woo. We've all been scorned. We already agreed to that. All of us had a bad experience. Nobody's ever had a perfect situation where we still be with that person if that was the case. I would like to believe. All right, so piggybacking off of what you said, absolutely. What did he say? Stuff. Wait, I had a whole thought in my head and it just expired. God damn it. All right, well, let me read this. John said, in almost any long-term relationship, most men complain about the lack of sex. You never really hear about that from a woman. So it's very important to men. But as far as money, it's the top priority for women. The average man date for sex, but the average woman date for security and finance. I'm going to have to agree with you. There is some agreement, and that's what but it started so long ago. It's like, we know men want sex. What do we want? Because we can get sex. Like, we have access to sex. Because we can call somebody up and be like, hey, we know it's at least 3, 4, 5 men who don't mind banging us down. And
I can't call nobody.
So women say, well, what is it that we can get? So just think about this. We know for a fact they'll give us their bodies, but they would be holding on that wallet tight as fuck.
Yes.
And their body would do more hurt to them than them giving us the cash.
Correct.
Never understand it. But the same thing for women. So that's where that whole theory comes from. It's from forever. Men will pay for it. They want it. They got to have it. Like Tina was saying. However, I wouldn't even deal with a man who didn't have any self-control. So it can be a million men out here with no self-control. And I'm not dealing with none of them. I'm going to go look for the guy that has self-control. Nice. So I'm not going to talk about them. And this is why we said you scorn, because you keep talking about them. But these are men you chose. So we, as humans, make better choices. And that's what the podcast is centered around, us putting the information out there so that we could make better choices, so that we can have better outcomes. And I love you to death, sis. I've had lots of good men in my life. So I can't really say nothing bad about men that I've had in my life, except for the one wrong turn I made. So with that being said, sex and money, both, and as far as money, meaning financial security for yourself, like you said, if we grown, so if you don't have your own, leave me alone. Because you don't know what a need of an individual is. A person can need a place to stay. A person could need help getting, and don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with helping somebody get to where they want to be. But if you yourself are already stable, it's like your equal will be somebody that's stable, not somebody that's unstable. So I'll drink to that, and we'll touch up a couple more comments. Candace said, basically, the sex gets boring to us if we're being honest. Candace, I completely agree. We get complacent, and we do those same few moves, and then if we come in there with a wig on and try to be somebody different, they be like, what the hell is you doing? Or we put on something cute for them, they be like, it's coming off anyway. Like, these are things I've heard, obviously. So, yes, I think that you definitely have to make it exciting. It's like recreate it and always date your partner. Just make something different. Be different. Anybody else want to talk about
Yeah,
that?
I want to comment
Go ahead.
on that. Sometimes we have to look within ourselves. Sometimes we have to look within ourselves. It's not always the other person's fault. You know what I'm saying? If sex gets boring for you, then turn up the heat a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Figure out another way to have sex. You know what I'm saying? If you going in there and you doing the same thing, like she's saying, if you doing the same moves, the same different thing, the same things, you can't fault just the other person. You got to look at yourself too. And that's a big part of growing up. Being able to be accountable or looking at yourself for fault. Stepping out and looking inside. You know what I'm saying? And I am guilty of doing that, but I'm also guilty of looking back afterwards and saying, okay, you know what? I could have done this better, or I could have done this better. It isn't all this person's fault because I shut down or I didn't do this. You know what I'm saying? They expressed to me these feelings and I told them, what the fuck you talking about? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you gotta look at self. Don't always try to blame it on the other person. You know what I'm saying? We always try to make the other person like the bad guy and we didn't do nothing wrong. We ain't do this. Come on, man. We got to step up. We got to grow up and we got to be adults about this. Put some extra positions into your goddamn career. And I think that's all I have.
I have something to say.
On the last one about sex being boring?
Sex being boring, no.
Not on that one? Okay, well, let me give you a
Yeah,
couple
no
of minutes. John Law says women want security, faithfulness, and protection.
Yes.
Say
it again, cuz.
Faithfulness and protection.
Like I said, but you notice he used the word is still faithfulness.
Mm-hmm.
It isn't monogamous. It isn't that you just with that one person. Faithfulness. Be like, I'm faithful to the motherfuckers I fuck with because they all know about each other.
But wait.
It's like, really based. The base of any relationship should be honesty.
Yeah.
And because your relationship is different from what he wants, don't make it wrong. It just make it different.
But he's saying that he's saying
that he
that
can be solid
faithfulness
to his women that he has involved with
because they know about each other. Is what he's saying.
He's not lying.
Before I fuck with another broad, before I bring another broad in, I gotta talk to them.
What does the word faithful mean?
Well, I would have to look that up.
Look it up. That's our dictionary, our live dictionary.
So what does the word faithful mean?
That's what I'm saying.
It's not going to say monogamy, I can tell you that.
It definitely ain't going to say that. Because I'm saying, I'm faithful to them because if I start dealing with somebody new or trying to deal with somebody new, I let them know.
It says true to the facts or the original, remaining loyal and steadfast.
Loyal. Mm-hmm.
He's loyal to his women.
You deconstructed.
It does not say monogamy.
These damn words.
Okay.
I knew truthful was gonna be in there.
Okay. I'm just saying. See, we got a problem with the scorn word. I'm not scorned. I got over there a long time ago.
Wait.
I'm on here. Wait. I am on here because it was said. I'm listening.
Oh.
So I'm on here to
I
help
didn't say
other
it.
women
I said it.
because even though I'm not,
Can you point out? Did Detroit say it?
Mr. Detroit, he did say scorn.
It.
You may not.
I did apologize because I didn't know she felt that bad about it.
Listen. I got over there a long time ago. The whole point of me not dating for this long time, it's almost a year, is so I can get back to myself. Yes, I've been closed up. Yeah, it was a long time for me.
Oh, okay.
No sex, you know. But anyway, yeah. So what it is
I did a year before.
I want to talk to women and the men, both parties, because they both men get cheated on just like women get cheated on. So when I'm very passionate about that subject, because it has happened to me in my past, yes, but I'm not upset with the men who done it. They're human, flaws. Everybody got flaws. Am I correct?
Do you understand though the poly lifestyle is around lying and cheating?
Well,
it's about being honest.
Some are
open.
Some okay. You laughing, but some are.
Let's go with.
He says he's honest with his, and I understand.
Let's go with the perfect or what it actually supposed to be, not what you didn't seen in its destructive form that has formed your opinion, but what is it proposed to be? Like this is what was the mission statement of the pilot? Be like it's like to do this, do this, do this.
Everybody knows about each other and they all work together as a collective, right?
Yeah, I guess because I damn sure I try.
It's not that I don't get it. I understand it.
You can do in the bedroom, but get out the damn bedroom, then. John, get out the damn bedroom.
Now that was in reference to the question when they get bored.
I think intimacy should start. I think it shouldn't have anything to do with the bedroom. To be
Absolutely, I agree with that.
I mean,
Say it one more time.
intimacy shouldn't have anything to do with the bedroom.
Well, sex, yeah.
It shouldn't have anything.
I ain't gonna say, I wouldn't say anything, but I
It
get
starts
what
before
you're
the
saying
bedroom,
though.
yeah, it
It's
starts
like it should
before
be
the
more than that.
Well, that's when we talking about different levels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Candace said, no, it's the guy that's doing the same thing. Like she said, when we try new things, the guy thinks it's weird. I know I've been told that.
Not me.
And I
She
got
covered it all at once. You literally have to be different. And weird just is another word for different.
Yeah,
I think it just pertains
I got
to
a
the
whole
person that-
sex drawer in my
I think
house.
she's just talking about the person that she's doing the strokes or things, whatever, the same
Oh,
stuff.
Rico said most women won't admit when they're wrong. I don't have any issues admitting when I'm wrong.
I don't either.
What is Kiki talking about, friend? Talking about try 3. 3 what? Try 3 what, Kiki?
Women?
Yeah, 3. What?
I don't know.
Like I hope it's some edibles that she gonna bring over here.
Candace said, I'm in the middle of a divorce. I'm already out that bedroom.
Oh! Go ahead,
All
Candace.
right, girl, tell it. John said the top ingredient to any relationship is honesty and communication.
Yes.
Completely agree with that.
Yes, sir.
All right.
That's most of where the problem lies. Though.
All right. Do y'all want to tackle one more?
No.
You know what that one more is?
No, ma'am.
Let's vote.
Let's vote.
You know what?
While I go to my car.
Damn, that's a big one, sis.
He don't want to do it. Okay. I want to thank all my guests for coming. And it is almost, it is
It's
an
been
hour
great.
and 20 minutes. It went actually 20 minutes past, but I knew it would because we have some interesting people here with their own mind, and I love it. I love all of y'all. I appreciate all of y'all for joining my
We appreciate you for
podcast.
having us.
Y'all have any finishing statements, parting statements?
No.
Party statements.
Party.
But sex boring thing. Be like, closed mouths don't get fed. Stop. I gotta say, niggas, black niggas, stop being fucking prudes. Be like, hey, let that woman lick your ass. You might like it. Just saying.
You say let that woman lick your
Let
ass.
that woman lick.
You might like it.
Let
I'm
her
just
lick your
saying.
ass, he say.
I'm just saying, don't be. I said because there's a lot of.
Yeah, they don't like messing
there's a
that
lot-
booty hole
Yeah,
messing
there's a
at all.
lot of guys that I know be like.
Hell no.
He don't like, right.
I said, but that's
I don't play that shit.
That's what I'm saying. But I said, but you're you. That's what I'm saying. You're you. But I'm just saying, don't let
Are you
my
saying get you a
homeboy,
free-
like how my homeboy said it with such authority. Don't let his authority. I would never let
Yeah,
his
that's just
authority.
me. That's just me.
I would never let how he said it affect how the fuck I feel.
Right.
Be
And
like,
you
huh?
should.
a lot
Because
of
you're
followers.
your own person.
Exactly.
A lot of
So that's what I'm
followers.
saying. So it's like when it comes down to like just boring sex, especially if it's the man and you the woman, and open your mouth, say something.
Open your mouth to the booty hole.
Stop being a nigga. Stop being a nigga. That's why I don't like saying shit around niggas. We want to carry it on. I'm just saying this, but
I get
whatever
it,
it
though. I
is,
get it.
whatever
I get it.
you might find your kink that
Whatever
you like.
floats your boat.
I get it.
You might find a kink that you like. And
What happens in the bedroom should stay in there anyway.
Yeah,
Within
so
the
like-
privacy of adults.
Yeah.
You keep saying adults.
Oh my God.
That's
one
the
more
big
person
thing
right
right
there.
there.
You gotta be an adult. You gotta, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I
You
mean?
have to
Oh my
grow up.
God.
Some people
You know how
say
many
they're
men
adults is
said that
just
to
a
me in the
word.
last 3 weeks? We just adults, baby. This shouldn't be no
Get your hands
problem.
up.
We shouldn't
No,
we just adults. It's okay. I'm like, why you touching me?
I
We
guess
adults.
Kiki's responding to you. She say, "What? It's not so far fetched. I'm not sure
Yeah,
why
Kiki,
people act
put
like
your
it's so
face
taboo.
on some
I guess
We
butthole.
done came a long
I
way
think
from
I-
sex being taboo. I don't get it.
Yeah, I can say, why people think,
I do.
why is anything with sex even thought of be like it's strange? Because somebody is going to do it. Somebody out there is going to do it. Just because you don't do it, that don't mean shit. You just don't do it. That's not you.
That's it.
Hey, stay in your box.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, some people
And
tear the
that's where
box
you
up.
want to stay, yeah.
Some people tear the box up and throw it out. So,
All right, you got any ending remarks after that, huh?
I'm ready that guy.
All right, sis, you got anything you want to finish? All right, so this is going to be a wrap up for us, and I want y'all to all stay sucker free like Cree as usual. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Taco Tuesday, here we come.